Coming up on today's episode of AMA Drone Report. AMA counters CDA 336 attack. Drone racing in the dark. And Google workers ask company to cancel DoD drone project. Hello, I'm Laura Hudson. Welcome to Airborne's AMA Drone Report on Aero-TV, a weekly news program covering the recreational drone world in partnership with the Academy of Model Aeronautics, one of the oldest and most respected aviation organizations in the world, with more than 195,000 members and 2,400 clubs across the country. As noted in the last AMA Drone Report, the Commercial Drone Alliance has apparently ignored years of hard work and surprisingly good safety record to seek the repeal of Section 336. AMA, of course, is not in agreement. AMA's number one priority is the safety of our nation's skies. Through Section 336, AMA safely manages 200,000 members, as the organization has done for more than 80 years. Freeing up scarce FAA resources to advance commercial drone regulations and other priorities. At the same time, AMA lends its safety expertise to the broader drone community through efforts such as Know Before You Fly. Even with AMA managing a portion of the recreational community and funding broader educational efforts, the FAA is still under-resourced to handle the growing surge in commercial drones, Part 107 waiver request, and future rulemakings. Eliminating Section 336 will exacerbate the demand on the agency's resources. Furthermore, model aviation enthusiasts have been the cradle of innovation for both the manned and unmanned communities for decades. Many mistakenly believe drones are a recent innovation. To the contrary, the AMA community has helped develop and advance the platform since the 1930s. A repeal of Section 336 would be a devastating blow to innovation. In the next Drone Minute, let's take a brief look at a few of the shorter stories that are making the rounds of the small UAS and hobby drone communities. Missouri's Logan Rogersville Fire Department called on a private drone operator to assist in a search and rescue effort last week, which led to the rescue of a driver who had been stranded during a flood. The pilot, Tom Baird, assisted the department in locating the man who had driven onto a flooded bridge over the James River and was swept into the water. The drone located the motorist in much less time than traditional search methods. Blue Skies Drone Rental LLC has announced a strategic partnership with Israeli-based ParaZero to provide state-of-the-art parachute safety systems for popular drone models. Under the agreement, BSDR will provide sales of ready-to-fly kits with the DJI M600 Pro and other popular models, including support and training on the safety systems. The concept of delivering mail by drone needs a little work, at least in Russia. A demonstration planned for the Siberian town of Ulan-Ude took a turn for the worse recently when operators lost control of the aircraft shortly after takeoff, and it impacted the wall of a building at high speed. It went from a $20,000 aircraft to a scrap in the blink of an eye. Police in Queensland, Australia have issued 4 warnings about the use of drones in a restricted area where the Gold Coast Commonwealth Games were being held. Airspace is restricted over all Commonwealth game venues, with most extending about 1 nautical mile around the sites. Violators face fines up to $250,000 for airspace violations. That was our Drone Minute. Now back to the rest of the news. Are you ready to race in the dark? The SUNY Polytechnic Institute University Model Aviation Student Club, formerly the SUNY RC Hobby Club, in cooperation with the CNY Drones and Multigp Drone Racing Chapter, presents the first annual Neon Night Race at the SUNY Polytechnic Institute Wildcat Field in Utica, New York, on April 21, 2018. The inaugural event celebrates the partnership between AMA student clubs and their commitment to bring STEM-featured events to the campus and local community. Spectators will be treated to fast-paced outdoor drone racing by racers throughout New York State. Multigp 3 and 4 class drones will fly under the lights and through a darkened neon-lit course. Races are time trials for the 2018 Multigp racing season. Interested racers must pre-register through the event posting at multigp.com. Chapter membership is encouraged to receive notifications. Multigp Racing governs tiered drone races for 20,000 members and 1,000 chapters worldwide. CNY Drones hosts the Utica Rome Multigp chapter as a student-attracting component of their STEM mission. Local drone program and safety information will be available during races in addition to an interactive test flight zone, flight simulator zone, and first-person viewing zone. The events open at 7 p.m., with racing beginning shortly after sunset. Spectators' admission is free. One high-tech company's workers seem to be missing the point of why one conducts research into promising technologies. Google employees are asking company management to end its participation in the Department of Defense Project Maven, which would incorporate artificial intelligence and drone surveillance software. More than 3,000 employees have reportedly signed a letter requesting that the company withdraw from the project, citing the company's motto, "Don't be evil." Google says in response that the company's involvement is only for non-offensive purposes. The AI software would only be used to flag images for human review and is intended to save lives and save people from having to do highly tedious work. While management says that the technology would not operate or fly drones and will not be used to launch weapons, the employees say in their letter that once the technology is delivered, it could easily be used to assist in these tasks. They say that participation in the project should be canceled immediately to enforce a clear policy stating that neither Google nor its contractors will ever build warfare technology. Well, that's our program for this week. Airborne's AMA Drone Report is presented weekly in cooperation with the Academy of Model Aeronautics. And in addition to this program, our daily Airborne Unlimited episodes covering the entire aviation and aerospace world are streamed on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe and do check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Get comprehensive, real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. And more information on the exciting hobby drone world at modelaircraft.org. We'll see you next week.